I think that we're in a really interesting time in the digital marketing landscape. I
Yeah.
think things are changing a lot. I remember a lot of fear around
Yeah.
content creators and you know content writers that
Yeah.
AI was going to like replace their jobs and everything was going to change. And we've heard that a lot, right? SEO, like SEO is dead, long live SEO, and it just kind of changes and evolves and transforms. So I'd like to hear kind of what you're seeing. What are you looking at? What are the trends that are out there that are on your mind today?
Yeah. Yeah, no. Very excited to have this conversation. So, a bit of context. I grew up in publishing, like old school, hardcore publishing. We used to own a newspaper here in the Philippines, and you can imagine how old school can get, right? From the newspaper, it became a magazine, it became a digital magazine, and then eventually, obviously, we sold it, transitioned into tech, etc. Rest was history. So I'm saying this because with that context, I've seen the fear being lived among members of the organization, and even having the thoughts of maybe we are going to be fossils one of these days. It might not make sense at some point. But for those of us who have embraced that journey through technology and innovation, what I'm seeing is just more free and creative
Yeah.
people in the space. And it's more that I don't think that AI is replacing anyone. To be honest, I think more than anything, it's a tool. Someone still has to pick it up, someone has to use it. You are basically its manager. So if you know how to leverage the platform or the software for yourself, then that's all well and great for you. Um, Especially now with marketing, you've mentioned it. Everyone's been talking about it. Um, there's so many layers to it, and I'm sure you've heard it time and time again. There are two bits of marketing, right? There's the fun side is what I personally call it, because I'm a creative. So it's doing the strategy, creative work, brand storytelling, positioning, and all of that. And then there's the analytical side, which is also very, very important. This is where we make our projections, we make sure we hit our ROAS, we make sure that the money makes sense, the strategy is making sense. And while they're both very different and very important, they take up so much time. And I think where AI works best is really making sure that the humans in charge of those two tasks are not drowning in operational tasks for hours and hours a day. I think it's being able to offload the recurring tasks, the iterations, the please check this, please scan for any patterns that you're seeing. How do I optimize my budget for this ad? How do I make sure my campaign is doing well, hitting the right people, etc., etc., and shift the focus of the humans to the things that non-humans can't do. Basically, build relations, enter context, um, provide lived experience, insight. So it's pretty cool seeing everything come to life and just marrying those two worlds.